Is it recording, Barb?
It's recording right now?
Should I be starting?
Am I on tape right now?
Yep.
Oh, it's recording?
Yep.
Oh, wicked.
Oh, it's like running right now?
Yep.
So I have to stop it, or you're gonna...
You just...
I just answer these questions and then I do what I do?
Yeah.
So am I talking to him? Or to the camera?
Are my bangs okay?
Oh, you look fantastic.
Do you just go like number one? Okay.
Oh. It is. Oh, okay.
Hi, Scott. I guess I'm supposed to answer some questions here. Scott is my son, who I'm very proud to be his mother.
Scott is my very good friend.
Scott is my brother.
Scott is my good friend. So Scott is sort of like my brother.
Scott is my lovely big brother.
Scott is my brother.
Scott is my buddy, but he's also my brother-in-law. And these little Tenzins here is Uncle, right?
Longtime friend. One of the longest.
Scott is my brother-in-law.
Scott is my husband, my partner, my companion, my best friend, the love of my life. And Scott is my... uncle.
Scotty is my brother from another mother.
Scott is my friend.
He's always been like the big brother kind of guy in my life, and yeah.
Nothing but a complete asshole. Scott always shows me up, proves me wrong, always bragging about how smart he is, you know, how good he is at everything. Yeah, Scott is an asshole.
Scott is my conjoined twin. We're attached at the...
And he's the best brother that anyone could have. He's also the best roommate. And I'm sure he's the best husband and going to be the best father.
Never mind.
Hi, Scott is my son. And Scott is a very good friend of mine. Almost my best friend. No, he is my best friend.
Scott is a fantastic person. I feel lucky to know him.
Scott is an awesome guy.
Scott is a superstar, is an extraordinary person.
A rock star and a good friend.
A good guy? Scott's a good guy.
Scott is all heart.
Would be my phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Secret lover. Yeah, I think I've had a crush on him ever since I met Scott.
Scott is an absolutely incredible hockey player.
And a great friend. And an absolutely hilarious guy, actually, as well. Don't you think?
He is my, God is my co-pilot friend.
Scott is MacGyver.
Because he's so smart, he just knows, he knows so much, and even if he didn't, he would work harder than anyone else to find the answer.
He is a all-around wonderful young man.
Scott is a dynamic individual, often seen scaling walls and crushing ice. He's been nominated for superhero status 3 times by Marvel Comics.
Awkward. Scott is a master of all trades.
To be honest, if Krista wasn't in the picture, I think I'd have a shot. I think he likes me.
There's not one thing I don't know that Scott can't fix.
Come to think, I don't think Scott's fixed anything of mine, so I guess you guys get it all.
Scott has fixed my...
Scott has fixed something for probably every single one of his friends multiple times over. My husband's car, many a times. My car on numerous occasions.
He's fixed my car.
My brakes, recently. He's fixed my Buick.
My car.
My car, a couple times with me.
Scott has fixed 2 of my cars on numerous occasions. Scott helped me sell one of my cars.
Scott's fixed my car many times, and
But apparently he's handy when it comes to mechanics.
What have you fixed for me? Holy, yeah, you helped me out when I was when I had to get a drive home by the cops and you opened the door, so you let me in. That was pretty sweet.
Scott has fixed my... No, Scott's not fixed anything of mine.
Scott has fixed my bathroom.
Scott has fixed my electricity.
Fixed my rec hockey career. Before I met Scott, really, my career was going nowhere. I was ready to hang up my skates. I wasn't going to play anymore. You know, just getting older. But then I met Scott, and now I'm playing rec hockey, and yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Scott has fixed my many things over the years, I guess. Anything that ever needed to be done, he was always there willing to help.
Well, he wired our whole house for electrical stuff just the other day.
My surround sound system, changed my tire.
My car, the fence, built a deck, built stairs, built a laundry room. I don't think Scott's fixed anything that I own that I can recall. But I'm sure he would if I needed something.
Scott can fix and build just about anything he puts his mind to.
Scott has fixed many things using mostly my tools, and he's found a place to store my tools, which I didn't think of when I first was around.
Scott is handy with pretty much everything. I consider him the other man in my relationship.
Scott is handy with basically everything. His hands, his mind, his body, everything.
Putting up big screen TVs. The houseboat, you know, him and Nathan were the captains, and
with any tool, be it new or be it old.
Scott is handy with cigarette lighters when he does that thing with the... And I go...
Scott is handy with wood.
Scott is handy with the hockey stick.
He's all hands. He's amazing. He's pretty good. Everyone wants to be Scott on the ice. He's such a good hockey player.
Scott is handy with, well, his hands. I guess he takes after his dad. He can fix almost anything, do almost anything.
Scott is handy. Scott is handy at just about everything he takes on. If it comes apart, it normally always goes back together. He's a MacGyver type. He improvises.
Scott is handy with... Scott's handy with everything.
Scott is handy with, well, just about nothing. I mean, he can open a beer or pound one back, but could he, you know, change a light bulb? I don't think so. Yeah, he's pretty much one of the most useless guys I've ever met. But that's, you know, what's great about Scott.
Scott is handy with abduction and bachelor parties.
Handy with problems of all sorts, be it head, heart, or anything handy.
Oh, the ways I love Scott.
I love Scott because he is an awesome person and a really good friend.
I love Scott because he's a great guy, he's a straight shooter, and he's just awesome.
And I love Scott for the guy he is, for being true to himself.
Thoughtful, caring, handy, genuine.
He is always there and will do any favor that I ask of him, especially when I provide him the tools that he needs to do it.
he's very, very true and very, very dedicated to his family. He's very good to his sisters and, well, their friends.
I love Scott because he's a solid guy.
He's always been there when we needed him.
He plays card games with me every time.
Yeah, he's a really good uncle, isn't he? and a good friend. And I love Scott because he's wonderful to my sister. And I'm so looking forward to having a little nephew or niece.
Yes, we all love Scott. He's just a well-loved guy amongst our friends, that's for sure.
I love Scott because he's balding quicker than I am.
I love Scott because he cares more for others than he does for himself. I am consistently humbled by him and in total awe of my big brother.
Well, Scott makes me look good. Every time Amy and I have a fight, I tell Amy, I said, Amy, you realize you could have married a guy like Scott, so, thank you, Scott, for that. You have definitely saved my marriage.
And I love Scott because he's the best.
I love Scott because he leaves me alone in the hockey change room, the dressing room, the shower. I love Scott because he leaves me alone in the shower.
I love Scott because he invented the Scott Arena.
Love you.
I love Scott because I'm a bender.
And I love Scott because he's one of our oldest and dearest friends, and we're looking forward towards the 2008, the year of the baby. Love you, Scott. Happy birthday.
Because I feel so lucky to know him and have him in my life. Happy birthday, Scotty.
I love Scott because he is my best friend, because he is the master of all trades, because he's fixed my heart, and he's handy with everything.
And I love Scott because he's a wonderful young man who's made me very, very proud over the 30 years that he has been around. So happy birthday, dear, and hope I didn't mess this up too much. Love you.
I love Scott because he is a good person. He is my son, and I am very honored to have him as a son.
But on a serious side, Scott, honestly, I really respect you. I want to say happy 30th birthday. You're a great guy.
You're the best friend that I could ever, you're good shit.
I hope you have a great year ahead. I know we're going to have lots of fun times together with all of us.
You're a good buddy of mine. I love you very much. Anytime if I need you for anything, you're always there for me, so that's really wicked of you.
And I am going to wish him a happy 30th birthday, and it has been 30 years that I have cherished and just loved learning through his eyes over the last 30 years. Goodbye. Love you, Scott. Happy 30th.
Here's to you, one of the most genuine, kind, considerate, loving, intelligent men that I know. Yeah, I wish him a really, really happy 30th. Congratulations.
Now that you're 30, you only need to remember that growing old might be mandatory, but growing up is optional.
We all love you and wish you the best. Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy 30th birthday, Scotty. I hope it's just as fun as it was last year when you turned 29.
Scott, I wish you a very happy 30th birthday, old man. And don't worry, I'm only, what is it? Oh, right, 3 years behind you.
Happy 30th.
And here's to 30 more years, buddy, and many more. So, cheers.
Happy birthday, Scott. I love you.
Bye, Uncle Scott. Happy birthday.
I love you very much.
Happy birthday, buddy. I love you. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, you old man.